let's go. Hi guys, and warm greetings to wherever you are in the world. This is Amelia, aka Spaced Out Puffins, and this is my blind reaction to Heaven Official's Blessing. And today, our objective is to find out his name. So here we are 3 days later, and I am slowly realizing that I just can't half-ass this. There's too many people, too many characters, too many things happening, and I'm struggling to stay on top of everything. So, well, I got really into cutting out Xie Lian in his little silhouette, like I did the whole shape of him. He's so cute. I also didn't want to stick a pin in him, so I got some tapes that he can be like on the board, but like unpinned. He's glorious. Gosh, he's so pretty. Anyway, back to this thing. So, eye patch guy, aka Butterfly Man, as I am now calling him, after my rewatch, my promised rewatch of episode 1 with the Chinese original dub and the subtitles. I really did not notice that his whole thing was the butterflies. Like there are so many butterflies like in his theme, like in his detailing on his clothes. Even the umbrella had like a butterfly like detail on it. So he's now Butterfly Man because I still do not know his name. But don't worry, we're working on fixing that. For now, I have a lot of other names to memorize, and I mean a lot. A really kind commenter left me a list with all the right names for all the characters, and also their heavenly titles. Like, we have names and we have titles. Everyone essentially has 2 names. And my life is now terrible. Okay, anyway, so I have the characters, so now we're gonna get them up on the board and get some of my thoughts down. So you can follow along and watch me try to puzzle together who is who and who is doing what, basically what I've caught of the plot so far. Or you can go ahead and skip to until you see the media player up in the corner, and you'll know that I'm ready to start the actual reaction. Right, let's start our recap with our precious, precious boy, Xie Lian. He is the Crown Prince of Shanle. He is thrice ascended, but that's fine, 3 times the charm. Gentle powerhouse. He has such a calm, kind, nice personality, but he also kicks ass, and that's ultra endearing to me. To me, he can do no wrong. And that is basically the summary I have of Xie Lian. So from watching the episode again with the subtitles, I learned a little bit more about him. I caught a few more details. So he ascended to heaven when he was very, very young. I'm not sure how young. I'm guessing they might tell us later. But I have no idea how old these characters are actually. I'm not sure if that's a spoiler or if that's something you can tell me. But like for now, like I feel like some time has definitely passed. He's thrice ascended. Let's say he ascended the first time when he was, I don't know, like 19 maybe? Is that too young? Is that too old? I don't know. Anime heroes start their journeys at like age 12. But he did not look like a 12-year-old. So let's say he started his journey at 19. Then he left heaven to go back to his kingdom because shit was happening and he wanted to help out. That did not work. His kingdom fell, I think. It does not exist anymore. And Xie Lian got cast out of heaven and then went back up for his second ascension, which apparently lasted very shortly. And then he got thrown out again, and this is his 3rd ascension. So, who knows? I feel like a lot of time has passed, like we're talking years, considering how his old friends now have higher positions than when he left them. Again, just using context clues, this is what I think is going on. As for Xie Lian's connection to Butterfly Man, we have a lot of ground to cover. The episode ends by giving us a flashback of what apparently has been going on between them in the past. So we have a lot to talk about. Let me get him a little pin. He can have a little pin like next to him. I don't want to hurt him. I want him to be whole and beautiful and not harmed by any of my objects. So our first connection is that Xie Lian saved Butterfly Man when Butterfly Man was a child. This apparently was a sort of turning point for this character. So, full disclosure, when I was watching this the first time, I was so distracted by all the information and all the backstory and the flashbacks that I did not notice that this guy was having the time of his life. Like, the whole scene was a lot more, romantic than I remembered watching it the first time. Okay, look, I noticed in the subs that there's a point at which Xie Lian says to Butterfly Man as a child, if you see no reason to live, then at least live for me. Transitioning into Butterfly Man as an adult. And he's just grinning. He is having the time of his life. I knew, like, before this that they are like the biggest ship in this fandom. And honestly, I see it. Like, if you're eating this good, you're just bound to ship them. And you know, I get it. There are a lot of good tropes here. Like, we have a shared past. We have an ugly duckling trope. He is ugly duckling no more. We have a life debt due to Xie Lian saving him as a child. And now he's come back to repay it? Yeah. I see you. Xie Lian Butterfly Man shippers. I see you. As a side note, Mel is terrible and tried to spoil me for his name. But as a very good reactor, I forgot about it. So he's still Butterfly Man in my head. Like, I know, I remember there's like a syllable here and there, but I swear I've forgotten it. So I'm waiting for it to pop up, and I'm counting on it to be soon because he's there. Like, we're going into the second episode. These two are in the forest holding hands, and I'm thinking an introduction should be due sometime soon. But until then, who are you, Butterfly Man? Who are you? Oh, I forgot to put up my little Xie Lian heart so that you will know that he's my favorite now. And if anything bad ever happens to him, past, present, or future, I will cry, pathetically. Another thing I realized while rewatching the first episode is that Xie Lian is so fucking funny. I mean, he speaks so, like, elegantly and, like, disarming. Like, he is so, like, self-depreciating, but in a funny way. He actually tells really good jokes all the time and no one's laughing. My poor Blorbo. Anyway, we have a few more people to get through. The General Xuan Chen, aka Bu Xing, and the General Nanyang, who I learned from the comments has an actual name, which is Feng Xin. It's probably not a spoiler, like it'll come up eventually. A commenter explained to me that they are martial gods, and that there are a lot of gods, but there are like 5 ones that are very powerful in particular, and 2 of them are the generals Nanyang and Xuanzhen. They are the martial gods who reside of the southwest and southeast respectively. But more importantly, they are both connected to Xie Lian and to each other. Muting's connection to Xie Lian is that he was once his servant. Fangxin, on the other hand, was... Oh, come on. Fangxin was Xie Lian's bodyguard. What they both have in common is that they eventually ended up abandoning Xie Lian when the going got tough. And my theory is also that they have a lot of guilt about that, which is why I'm theorizing that they are covertly trying to help Xie Lian out. But they don't want to do it while showing their faces. So, introducing our 2 junior officials, Nanfang and Fuyao. If you came here from my episode 1 reaction, you'll know that I have 2 theories regarding these two. So, my first one is that they are actually their respective generals in disguise. They've showed up to help Xie Lian out with his quest because they are embarrassed or something to show up as themselves. Maybe they have to save face, I don't know. What we do know is that because of the backstory, in which they ended up abandoning Xie Lian at a low point, they might be feeling very, very guilty and therefore don't want to be directly seen as helping him. I'm not sure about that yet, we're working on it. My other theory is that if they're not the generals in disguise and indeed are their own little characters, they're either, like they said that their generals don't know that they're there helping Xie Lian, so in that case, they might be really big Xie Lian fans, and honestly, I get them. I understand. What a man. And they're there because they want to help their favorite thrice ascended god. But honestly, just looking at both the names and the pictures, like, I think that Function and Mooching might have modeled their little junior officials after the other. And also like the names, they literally have like similarities, right? Maybe not Mooching and Fuyao, but I mean Nanfang, Fangxin. Are you kidding me? Are you a kindergartner? Xie Lian, you'll catch on. I'm sure you'll catch on. Either way, no matter which of these theories are true or if none of them are, what we've learned from seeing Nanfang and Fuyao out helping Xie Lian on his quest, their interactions have revealed the relationship between the two generals, which can be summarized in one word as beef. There's so much beef between them, they might as well just start a farm. Their junior officials spend more time on this quest shit-talking each other's generals than they spend actually helping out. That said, I do appreciate how they feel a bit distinct from each other. Like, from the get-go, Mooching is the obvious shit-talker of the two, while Fangxin seems to have a bit more of like a righteous sort of moral streak to him. I'm excited to get to know them better. I hope we get to know them better. I hope we get to explore their characters and that they get some sort of story arc and that they don't remain kind of the caricatures that they are without that, you know? We'll see. And last on my list for today, we have this beautiful lady, Ling Wen. For now, there's not too much to say about her other than she's kind of acting like the heavenly accountant. She's the quest giver. She's the one who settles the bill when everything's done. So far, she's just been great help. Some honorable mentions that I'm putting up on the board because they might become important later are Ming Guang, aka General Pei, the martial god of the north, the heavenly super person, or emperor for short, and the sweet Miss Ying, who gets the credit for the amazing makeover that our best boy received. He looks good in red. So I'm of the personal opinion that the dub really isn't that bad. Like, it has its moments, but it's not that bad. However, the subs do have more cultural references and subtleties that the dub just doesn't retain. There was this one scene I remember where Xie Lian is talking about how strange it is that Nanfang's temple is so popular up north. In the sub, Xie Lian doesn't remark on the popularity, he remarks on the amount of incense that is lit in the temple. And I just think that's a really nice touch. that just doesn't necessarily make it into a dub, right? So I loved watching the subbed version, and I did catch a few more details that I'm hoping might be either important or more explored later. Like for instance, how the General Ming Guang is too busy to deal with this problem, even though it's up in his area. The Emperor too is too busy to come down and do anything. I mean, this is either just to delay their character entry into the story, or it's foreshadowing that we will be meeting them soon enough. There's probably a lot more I can touch on, but if I did, this video would be hours and hours long. And also, I am dying to know what's going to happen. Like, I've been edging myself on episode 2 for 3 days now, but as you can see, yes, I have been thinking about them. We really are in it now, Xie Lian. So let's talk more coffee and episode 2. Let's go. Alright, back at it again. And here we are. Here are our boys. It's a lot creepier now with the change of music. Just a romantic stroll through the blood-rain forest. He's suspicious.
His footsteps are light, like a young man. Yet his pace is steady, as if he's walked 1,000,000 miles. Could this be the ghost groom?
I don't know, Xie Lian, you tell me. Oh, his chains are making the sound, the noise. Are you gonna attack him? Oh, he liked that! Oh! Get you a man who explodes into a cloud of butterflies. Alright. I'm torn between enjoying the opening again and being really like... He's coming back, right? I'm sure that at the end of this season, I might almost know the lyrics to this song. The opening hits every time.
Did you see that?
Oh,
wolves everywhere.
You're showing me the humans. I'm so bored. Where are the pretty boys?
Someone's there. Must be the ghost groom.
Oh.
Get him.
What was that?
I don't know if he's the ghost or not. If he is, shouldn't the wolves obey him? But they were terrified instead. And I assumed this magical barrier was the work of the ghost.
Oh, so
But
that's what it
destroyed
was.
If he's not the groom, why did he come for the bride?
He showed up in wedding garb. He was ready to tie the knot, Xie Lian.
Something's there.
He really is leading him where he needs to go. He's helping him solve the whole mystery.
Mingguang Temple? Do you know where the nearest Mingguang Temple is?
I'm sorry, but we don't have one here.
Hold on. Okay. So there were no Mingguang temples in the north in this area, which was really weird because they're supposed to be everywhere. This is the north. But there's one in here. Okay, it might sound like I'm cooking something, but honestly, I don't know. Let's keep going. Oh, I'm liking this little 3D effect. Like, it should look a little jarring, but it actually works because it's kind of lending itself to kind of the horror movie effect where we're trying to... Oh no! There are bodies there. Xie Lian! Oh my god.
1, 2,
It is so late. It is like, oh no. It's like 11:30 here. I'm alone.
15,
What am I watching?
16, 17. Seems all the missing brides are here.
He's so pretty, by the way. No, don't do that, don't do that! At least Xie Lian is handling this a lot better than I am. I'm leaving it to him. Yeah, you run and hide. Oh my god. What, is she dragging in like another body? It's the ghost child, right? Oh my god, checking on its little dolls. Oh no, oh no! Yeah, let's go. That was just a cloud. We're just fighting a cloud.
Keep searching. It must be here.
Oh, of course, and these guys show up. We were handling things. Please go back.
You need to stay away.
You're a man?
You can admit it. You can say he's hot.
It's you!
See anything strange on your way here?
I love how he is straight to business. Oh, there they are.
Let me ask you again. Did you see something? Anything?
Oh, he's so cute. He's so sassy. I love him.
All clear. No sign of the groom.
Then it's likely hiding amongst those men. Listen, before you came here, I chased down the ghost groom. It must be close. Since your group didn't see it running away, it may be hidden among you.
The ghost groom among us.
Could the ghost possess one of them?
It's not a spirit, so I doubt it.
But it's a wrath. Couldn't it transform?
Okay, the thing is, like, I don't think it's a ghost groom anymore. Like, it was probably like the child, right? Like the child voice singing, and the creature that kind of like came into the temple seemed to be very short.
Who's there?
Miss Ying! Of course you're up here. They mentioned in episode 1 that she keeps creeping up
She
here.
wasn't with you before?
Don't think so. Not sure.
Well, if the ghost recognizes her because she's been to the mountain a lot, maybe it did take her form or whatever.
No, listen! Sir, I'm the real Ying, I swear! I did your makeup and hair, remember?
That she did. Oh, come on, she did a great job. Credit where credit's due, guys.
Dragged her into it.
I did it to lure out the ghost groom. Tell them the truth. Come on. Why aren't you helping me out?
For real. Just admit that he looks really
Wanna chime
fucking
in?
good.
No thanks.
Let's not be too supportive now.
There's a bunch of brides in here.
Oh no.
That settles that. A bunch of riffraff. Huh?
Calm down. We're just mortals.
Are you talking to
Heaven will
me?
punish us
Because
if it
I
comes to
really
that.
want you to just...
One of them moved. Are you sure?
I know what I saw. Strange. They've been dead for ages, but they're not rotting.
Are they undead?
It doesn't
Oh.
matter. Carry them back to town. Their families will pay for the bodies. Don't bother with the old brides. Their families are long dead.
Oh my god. What a terrible person.
Leave the veils. They could be sealing off deadly chi.
That is one gorgeous corpse.
No. Why are you guys so creepy? Oh.
It's kind of...
Watch this.
No. Oh my god. Can someone please stop him? Thank you. Thank you, Miss
Stop
Yang.
getting in my way. What's wrong with
Can someone with a little bit more authority slap him across his
Get
face?
lost. You? Ugh.
Oh, deserved. Is that the child ghost?
No, it was me! Wait!
Who are you protecting?
No! He's not the ghost! Don't hurt him!
Wait! Don't go!
Listen to him.
Jade, come on.
Oh, come
let's
on.
hurry.
They're gonna get themselves killed, and honestly, the blood rain.
There's blood everywhere. What is this?
Hand me your torch.
Butterfly Man? Butterfly Man? No? Oh no, we're just illuminating the creepy trees.
The work of the Green and More. Is the groom his ally? Troubling.
Green
The
and more.
green and more, green and more, green and more.
A ghost, nearly a devastation. That's his trademark. Hanging corpses.
We didn't follow this path to the temple, but you did. When we split up, did anything strange happen that you didn't mention? You
Yeah.
didn't run into anyone, did you?
Are you gonna tell him?
What's wrong?
I did meet someone.
Okay.
They were odd.
Odd is certainly a choice word.
So he crushed that magic formation easily, huh? Sounds really dangerous.
You think that may have been the Green Amour? He didn't harm me.
Was there anything about him?
Butterflies.
Just the
They
butterflies?
were silver colored,
Not that he was really fucking hot.
like phantoms.
We need to run.
What do you mean? We still
Oh.
haven't found the groom.
The groom is a wrath, but this is something far more deadly. You really don't know the meaning of those butterflies?
Tell me,
Tell me,
please.
please.
There's no time. In short, we need to report this to heaven.
You should go then. Listen, he didn't show any ill will. Also, if he's as dangerous as you say he is, then I shouldn't leave the others alone.
He's such a good person. Okay, but oh my god. Stop. The silver butterflies. The mention of the silver butterflies ticked him off. Like, there's something about them that made him realize who Butterfly Man is. We did not get a name drop just yet. He didn't say anything else. Hu Yao? But he needs to. He needs to tell me personally so that I can put another note on this board. Okay, but he reacted as if he is very dangerous. So that's kind of confirming what we've been saying earlier, that he is probably really, really powerful. And he was saying like he is worse than the Green Amour. I don't even know what that word is. I've never heard that word in the English language before. I'm gonna have to look that up too. But yeah, he's even worse than him. So, okay, so from the beginning, I had this idea that Heaven Official's Blessing is about a Heaven Official, aka Xie Lian, and a Demon Prince. Now, having watched the first episode and having learned that Xie Lian is a crown prince, I'm thinking maybe I might have switched up their roles. So Xie Lian is both the Heaven Official and the prince. Is there such a thing as a demon prince, or is it just like a demon? Because originally I thought this show was about a Heaven Official who had to help a demon prince with something. But I'm guessing it's maybe the other way around. A demon who is going to be helping a Heaven Official prince. Either way, we're getting a lot of little notions, little things that I'm going to have to follow up on. It seems that Butterfly Man is more famous than we might have first thought, or maybe even infamous. He might still be around, right? He's probably watching all this, right? Right? Please show up, come on. You know you want to. Show up.
Come on!
It's just a little child.
Rich, you little bastard!
This is a red herring. This is just a child, right?
Head back!
It's not him. You're making a mistake.
Yeah, like this is
He didn't
Miss
do
Ying's
anything.
friend.
It's just a normal human.
Oh my god, why are you laughing like
Enough.
that? Thank you, Xie Lian.
Help us, sir. Please.
He's not the groom, but the real one should still be close by.
Right?
You've been in it with the groom all along. Brides in
Can
the
someone
temple,
knock this
your
guy the
victims.
fuck out? I am so
You put on
tired of
this-
him. Thank you! Ew.
It's not safe here. We should go.
Once I caught him stealing from my home. He was in an awful state, so I bandaged up the wounds on his face. He's disfigured and can't communicate.
Okay, so he's
The
just
villagers would beat
a
him.
boy. Our little
I
red
convinced him to
herring.
stay away from
But
the
he's just a
village and
boy.
brought him food every few days.
Right, because they wouldn't have been able to go here because there was the barrier, right? That Butterfly Man crushed. No one would have been able to go here except for the actual ghost, right?
If you would, one question. The Mingguang Temple, is it the only one nearby?
Why is it the only
There
one
used to
nearby?
be more, but they all caught fire. People started thinking Mingguang wasn't strong enough to protect this land, so they replaced him with Nanyang.
Let's
So
head
the
back to the temple.
temples were burned down, except for this one.
And what's our purpose here?
To deal with the 18 brides, of course.
Wasn't it 17?
Yo!
But there's another.
There's only one temple here with the ghost. The others were burnt down. And Xie Lian just said there is now 18 brides. I mean, they've literally just told me. I'm acting here like I've figured it out, but they literally just told us what's happening. So I didn't figure shit out. I was just listening. It's not a ghost groom. It's a ghost bride. Which Xie Lian just told me. You're way ahead of me. He's the real Sherlock Holmes here. And like, I would never dare to even think of myself as his Watson. He's far above me. And way quicker than I am. He doesn't even get to pause. My clever, clever boy.
Your Highness, I'm confused. How did you know?
When I encountered it, I blended in with the brides and wasn't caught. Likewise, it could also hide among the brides to avoid capture from us. As for the other mystery,
He totally
there's the
ripped
only
you
one
off.
Ming Guang
Stole
temple
your
remaining.
idea.
Why were the other temples burned down? You'd think it was an act of hatred. But if that were the case, then what's the significance of the remaining temple? And why are the brides housed here? Did you notice how lifelike the statue of Mingguang was? And according to the song I heard, the passing brides are forbidden to smile. Does that mean that the ghost here resents their happiness for some reason?
Jealousy.
If we look at all these elements together, it begins to
Oh
paint a
gosh,
picture.
oh no. We have zombie brides now.
So the ghost groom is not a groom at all. The vindictive spirit that haunts this mountain is in truth a bride.
A bride. No! That's it? Oh, come on. Butterfly Man didn't show up. I am so disappointed. Super, 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 super disappointed. So disappointed. Oh my gosh. Disappointment aside, that was good. And we have some more clues. Like, the first episode was just full of information. This episode, I noticed, is a little bit shorter. It was only like, what, 24 minutes compared to the 35 of episode 1. So that's probably why it felt, well, shorter. We're Sherlock Holmesing our way through like this mystery. There's a mystery and we are figuring it out. Or rather, I feel like Xie Lian did most of the work for me this time around. I didn't figure out shit. I thought that the ghost was a child, but it turns out it's a woman. So there is only one Mingguang temple and it's here inside the ghost barrier. The other ones were burned down, likely due to jealousy. So I'm guessing this bride maybe had a relationship with Mingguang, who is also called General Pei. Like when he was alive, maybe? And now this person, like he became a god, right? So she was left back in the mortal realm on Earth. And maybe he like never came back to see her or whatever. Maybe he couldn't because he became a god. And then she became like a very resentful ghost. Okay, highlights of this episode though was definitely the first few minutes when instead of this being just a romantic stroll through the blood rain forest, which was what episode 1 kind of led me to believe, Xie Lian is totally onto him. Like he's very suspicious. He's letting himself be led through the woods, but he's analyzing, he's thinking. And this is just one more thing I'm really, really loving about this main character. Like, yeah, he is a bit shocked about what's happening, but he's looking at stuff. He's finding the details and he's remembering. Another highlight was definitely Xie Lian telling the junior officials about his meeting with Butterfly Man. And the silver butterflies seem to be very significant to him because that's how Fu Yao recognizes who Xie Lian might have met. Still not enough information. I'm not satisfied. I don't even have a name yet. So I still have to keep this big note up with who the fuck are you, because I sure don't know. Oh, this is so frustrating. No, Mel, that is not an invitation to spoil me again. Do not send me his name. I don't want to see it. I'm finding it out, okay? I kind of want to jump right into episode 3, but it's 12 a.m. and I need to go to work in the morning. That said, I am so satisfied with this board and it's helping me so much because whenever I misremember a name or have to remember who I'm talking about, I can just turn around and be like, oh yeah, this guy. I think this board's a keeper. I'm quite liking it so far. Now I'm only hoping that it's not gonna expand like a lot. Like I'm hoping that this is kind of our core cast. Sure, I can do with a few more, like I have half a board to fill out, but any more than that will be a bit overwhelming. So hey, so far so good. I don't even think I really need to update this board before the next episode. So hopefully the intro for next time will be a lot shorter than this time. I honestly don't have much else to say. I am just dying with curiosity. I want to know more about him and I want to know more about them. And I want to know more about everyone's past and how things kind of like click together. What I'm getting so far is that there is a lot happening right now, but a lot more that already has happened. And I feel like understanding what has happened is crucial to kind of understanding the characters where they are now. Honestly, I'm just really looking forward to getting those flashbacks and getting to know these characters more. Favorite character so far continues to be Xie Lian. This heart is not moving anytime soon. I just noticed that the placement of Ling Wen makes it seem like I'm kind of shipping them. I mean, they're cute, but I just want this to be like close to Xie Lian so you'll know that he has my heart. That is my heart, and he has it. All right, I'm gonna say that's it for the rambles today. I'm looking forward to the next episode and hopefully I won't have to waste 3 days to see it. Thank you so much for joining me tonight and I'll see you for the next one.